In a world that constantly demands our attention, it's easy to forget the most important person in our lives, ourselves. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Dancing Italian Urban Farm, or welcome if you are new. My name is Leslie, and in today's video we are diving into various aspects of self-care and why it's important. As women, we often wear many hats: professional, caregiver, friend, partner. But amidst these roles, self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Self-care means taking deliberate actions to preserve or improve our mental, emotional, and physical health. It's about recognizing our needs and honoring them. Self-care is not selfish, it's essential. Research indicates that many women, especially mothers, struggle to find time for themselves. A recent survey revealed that 70% of participants believe that modern moms are overwhelmed with responsibilities, leaving self-care to be neglected. This highlights the pressing need for women to prioritize their well-being, not just for themselves, but for those who rely on them. Here are some practical ways to incorporate self-care into your daily life. Set boundaries. Learn to say no without guilt. Protect your time, your energy, and your peace. Prioritize sleep. Aim for quality sleep each night to rejuvenate your body and mind. Whatever that looks like for you, find what works and make sure you get that quality sleep. Stay active. Engage in physical activities you enjoy, like dancing, yoga, or walking. Nourish yourself. Eat balanced meals that fuel your body, but don't forget to allow yourself to nourish your soul by, having those yummy, tasty treats every once in a while. Remember, everything in balance. Connect. Spend time with people who uplift and support you. Unsubscribe from all of those accounts that make you feel bad about yourself, and only look at the ones that make you feel good or inspire you. Unplug. Take breaks from screens to reconnect with yourself. Read a book, do some art, meditate, or go outside and enjoy nature. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend. Practices like journaling and mindfulness can help cultivate this mindset. Self-compassion is the practice of treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a close friend facing difficulties. It's about acknowledging your pain and responding with care rather than criticism. Dr. Kristin Neff, a pioneering researcher in this field, identifies 3 core components of self-compassion. Number 1, self-kindness, being gentle and understanding with yourself, especially during times of failure or suffering. Number 2, common humanity, recognizing that imperfection and struggle are part of shared human experience. Number 3, mindfulness, maintaining a balanced awareness of your emotions, neither suppressing nor exaggerating them. Practicing self-compassion has been linked to numerous benefits, including increased emotional resilience, greater life satisfaction, and reduced anxiety and depression. To cultivate self-compassion, consider these practices. Mindful acknowledgement. When experiencing negative emotions, take a moment to acknowledge them without judgment. Self-compassion breaks. Pause during stressful moments to tell yourself, this is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life. May I be kind to myself. Journaling. Write about your experiences with an emphasis on understanding and kindness toward yourself. Remember, self-compassion is not about self-indulgence or avoiding responsibility. It's about recognizing your worth and treating yourself with the care you deserve. By embracing self-compassion, you empower yourself to navigate life's changes with grace and resilience. Incorporating self-compassion into your daily routine can be transformative. It's a practice that acknowledges your humanity and fosters a nurturing inner dialogue. Be kind to yourself. Time constraints and responsibilities can make self-care challenging. However, even small moments, like a deep breath or a short walk, can make a significant difference. Overcoming barriers to self-care is a crucial step in prioritizing your well-being. Many women face challenges that hinder their ability to engage in self-care practices. Time constraints, busy schedules, and multiple responsibilities can make it difficult to find time for self-care. Here are some strategies to deal with that. Start small. Begin with brief activities like a 10-minute walk or a few minutes of deep breathing. Schedule self-care. Treat self-care appointments as non-negotiables, just like work meetings. Combine activities. Integrate self-care into daily routines, such as listening to music while cooking or practicing mindfulness during your commute. Number 2, guilt. The barrier here is feeling guilty for taking time for oneself, especially when others depend on you. Here are some strategies to deal with guilt. Reframe self-care. Understand that caring for yourself enables you to care for others more effectively. And set boundaries. Communicate your needs to those around you and establish clear boundaries to protect your self-care time. This is time I need for myself so I can be a better insert role to you. Mother, wife, caregiver, employee, whatever. Number 3, financial limitations. The barrier here is perception that self-care requires spending money on activities like spa treatments or gym memberships. What can you do? You can explore free options. You can engage in cost-free activities such as walking in nature, journaling, or practicing at-home yoga. There are thousands of videos on YouTube for free that you can watch and learn from. You can utilize community resources. Take advantage of free local events, workshops, or online resources that promote well-being. Number 4, low energy levels. This one hits home for me. The barrier, feeling too tired or drained to engage in self-care activities. Here are your strategies. Listen to your body. Recognize that rest is a valid form of self-care. Allow yourself to recharge when needed. Adapt activities. Choose self-care practices that match your energy levels, such as gentle stretching or listening to calming music. 5, lack of awareness. The barrier, not recognizing personal needs or understanding what self-care entails. The strategies, self-reflection. Spend time identifying activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Educate yourself. Learn about different self-care practices and experiment to see what works best for you. Number 6, unrealistic expectations. The barrier, believing that self-care must be perfect or fit a certain mold. The strategies, embrace flexibility. Accept that self-care doesn't have to look a certain way. It's about what benefits you personally. And set achievable goals. Start with manageable self-care activities and gradually build upon them. Number 7, difficulty changing habits. The barrier, struggling to incorporate new self-care routines into daily life. Strategies? Well, you got to start with creating a plan. Develop a self-care plan with specific activities and set reminders to stay on track. And seek support. Share your goals with friends or family who can encourage and hold you accountable. By acknowledging these barriers and implementing tailored strategies, you can make self-care a sustainable and integral part of your life. Remember, taking care of yourself is not a luxury. It's a necessity for your overall well-being. And small steps lead to big changes. Now, building a supportive community can enhance your self-care journey. Sharing experiences, challenges, and successes with others fosters connection and resilience. Self-care isn't solely an individual endeavor. It's deeply intertwined with the communities we belong to. For women especially, fostering connections can be a cornerstone of well-being. Engaging with supportive communities offers numerous benefits like emotional support. Sharing experiences with others can alleviate feelings of isolation and provide comfort during challenging times. Shared knowledge. Communities often serve as reservoirs of collective wisdom, offering advice, resources, and coping strategies. Accountability. Being part of a group can motivate individuals to maintain self-care routines, as mutual encouragement fosters commitment. Consider the story of a local support group where women come together to discuss their journeys. One member shares, "Being part of this group has been transformative. Knowing I am not alone has given me strength." Such communities not only provide emotional sustenance, but also empower women to advocate for themselves and others. Collective action can lead to meaningful change, reinforcing the idea that together we are stronger. In essence, nurturing and participating in supportive communities amplifies the impact of self-care, transforming it from a solitary act into a shared journey toward holistic well-being. Because you're not alone. And remember, self-care is not one size fits all. It's essential to finding what resonates with you, whether it's a quiet moment with a book, a walk in nature, or a creative hobby. Self-care is not one size fits all. What rejuvenates one woman might feel like a chore to another. That's why the most sustainable self-care starts with self-awareness. Your self-care should reflect your values, lifestyle, energy levels, and preferences. It should be something you look forward to, not another task on your to-do list. So here's some steps to find out what works for you. Step 1. Know yourself. Begin by asking, what nourishes me emotionally? What makes me feel grounded physically? What do I feel most like myself? When do I feel most like myself? Some examples. For some, it might be solitude and quiet reflection. For others, it's movement like dancing, running, or gardening. For some, it's spiritual, meditation, prayer, or journaling. Whatever works for you is the right thing to do. Step 2, identify your needs in this season. Self-care evolves. What you need now may be very different from what you needed a year ago or even last month. Ask yourself, what am I craving right now? Is it rest, stimulation, connection, healing? For example, a new mom may need rest and emotional support. A college student may need structure and stress relief. A working professional might need boundaries and digital detox. Step 3, choose aligned self-care tools. Self-care can be physical, emotional, spiritual, creative, or even social. Try categorizing your options to find balance. For instance, physical is walks, stretching, baths, nourishing meals. Emotional would be therapy, journaling, music, safe conversations. Spiritual would be meditation, gratitude practices, faith-based rituals like prayer, Bible journaling. Creative would be arts, crafts, writing, cooking a new recipe. Social is coffee with a friend, joining a club, phone call check-ins. Self-care is multidimensional. Choose what fits you. Step 4, keep it flexible and forgiving. There is no perfect way to care for yourself. Some days it might look like a run in the park. Other days it's resting under a blanket doing nothing at all. Give yourself permission to adapt. What matters most is the intention behind it. You're saying, I matter. Step 5. Revisit and reassess. Make it a habit to check in with yourself. Ask, is this still working for me? Does this feel good or does it feel forced? Remember, self-care is not static. As your life changes, so will your needs. And that's not a failure. It's growth. You are allowed to shape your self-care to fit you, not the other way around. Because real self-care is about honoring the person you are right now. Your needs are valid. Your care is personal. Find what works for you. Consistent self-care leads to improved mental health, increased productivity, and a greater sense of fulfillment. By investing in yourself, you enhance every aspect of your life. When we think of self-care, we often imagine the immediate effects, feeling relaxed after a bath, clear-headed after a walk, or comforted after journaling. But the real power of self-care lies in what happens when you make it a long-term, consistent part of your life. 1. Emotional resilience. Long-term self-care builds emotional strength. By regularly checking in with your feelings and creating space to process them, you develop resilience. You bounce back faster from setbacks, not because life is easier, but because you're stronger. For example, a woman who journals regularly may process stress better than one who bottles it up. Over time, her emotional self-awareness grows, making her more adaptable and less reactive. 2. Mental clarity and focus. Regular self-care helps clear mental clutter. Whether it's mindfulness, physical activity, or creative expression, these habits improve focus, memory, and even decision-making. Studies show that consistent self-care practices like meditation and sleep hygiene can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression over time. 3. Physical health improvements. Self-care supports the body too. When you prioritize rest, nutrition, movement, and stress reduction, your body responds. Long-term benefits include lower blood pressure, stronger immune system, better sleep quality, decreased risk of chronic illness. It's not about perfection, it's about prevention. 4. Strengthened relationships. When you care for yourself, you show up more fully for others. Self-care helps you set boundaries, communicate clearly, and avoid emotional burnout. Your relationships become more balanced, not based on self-sacrifice, but on mutual respect and care. 5. Increased confidence and self-worth. Every time you choose to care for yourself, you're sending a message to your subconscious. I am worthy of time, attention, and care. Over time, this repetition builds deep self-trust and confidence. That kind of self-belief isn't built overnight, it's cultivated through consistency. A sustainable lifestyle. Perhaps most importantly, long-term self-care creates a sustainable life rhythm. It's not a fix for burnout, it's the prevention of it. Self-care becomes your foundation, not your last resort. The long-term benefits of self-care are subtle at first, but over time they transform how you live, love, lead, and heal. Self-care is not selfish. It's your long-term investment in a life you love. You have to invest in yourself. Remember, taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's essential. By prioritizing your well-being, you empower yourself to live fully and authentically. Take a moment for you. You deserve it. Thank you so much for joining me today and for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone you know needs to hear this. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave any comments or questions in the comment section. I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. And remember, you are not alone. You are powerful. You are abundant. You are worthy of your dreams. And you radiate with unconditional love. I'll see y'all next time.